Ooh.
Hello, my fellow page pamper. My name is Cora. Welcome to my channel, Pampered Pages, and welcome to a quite Christmassy DIML. This week for me has been... There goes my books. One moment, I will just continue talking as I pick up my books. Oh my goodness gracious, please let none of the covers get disheveled too much. Okay, I think we're okay. Oh hey, one of the stickers came off during that fall. Saves me some time. Any hoozles, I believe I was talking about this week. It's been quite busy, but today it won't be. It will be, but in the best kind of way. This day is going to be filled with some pumped up pampering. First things first, let's do a reading update. If you watched I believe it was 2 videos ago, I did a try a chapter for my holiday TBR, my mini TBR, for the 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayless and The Gingerbread Bakery by Lori Gilmore. I was hoping at this point in time to be reading The Gingerbread Bakery. However, I am still very much reading The 12 Dates of Christmas. I have only been able to find time to read in the evenings, and TBH, as soon as I crack open this book and I start to read, I fall asleep. And that's not to say that the book is boring. It's actually quite cute. I believe I'm on date 6, date 7.
6, 7.
But I've just been a tired gal. I do have a book haul from Barnes & Noble. My husband and I went there, I believe, it's been a minute. I don't recall, but I do remember that they were handing out free samples of iced peppermint mochas. And that was a vibe. I was there for it. I was also there for a book. And I didn't know which book, but the book that spoke to me was The Alice Network by Kate Quinn. And if you watched my last video, one of my most anticipated reads for 2026 is The Astral Library, also by Kate Quinn. Kate Quinn is a new to me author, and I'm very excited to read this book, to begin her writing, and hopefully enjoy it. I've been on a historical fiction kick, at least within these last few months of the year, and this sounds right up my alley. I will go ahead and read the blurb for you. It seems we have 2 timelines, 1947 and 1915, a chaotic aftermath of World War II, where an American girl in college named Charlie St. Clair is pregnant, unmarried, and on the verge of being thrown out of her very proper family. She's also nursing a desperate hope that her beloved cousin Rose, who disappeared in Nazi-occupied France during the war, might still be alive. So when Charlie's parents banish her to Europe to have her little problem taken care of, Charlie breaks free and heads to London, determined to find out what happened to the cousin she loves like a sister. A year into the Great War, Eve Gardiner burns to join the fight against the Germans and unexpectedly gets her chance when she's recruited to work as a spy. Sent into enemy-occupied France, she's trained by the mesmerizing Lily, codename Alice, the Queen of Spies, who manages a vast network of secret agents right under the enemy's nose. 30 years later, haunted by the betrayal that ultimately tore apart the Alice network, Eve spends her days drunk and secluded in her crumbling London house. That is until a young American barges in, uttering a name Eve hasn't heard in decades, and launches them both on a mission to find the truth, no matter where it leads. I am quite excited to begin The Alice Network. It was between The Alice Network and another title I cannot recall, but I believe it was based on true events from a family that was aboard the Titanic. I'll show the cover of the book if I can find it. I'll do some digging. Then my husband picked up 2 titles, both of which sound right up my reading alley. The first is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, and I did look this title up because I have heard that it has Severance vibes. So per Google, Dark Matter and Severance are 2 popular mind-bending Apple TV sci-fi thrillers often compared for their complex plots, but they explore different concepts. Severance deals with surgically split work/life memories. I've seen Severance, love it. While Dark Matter is a multiverse adventure about alternate selves and choices, both leaving viewers questioning reality and identity. Like I said, I did enjoy Severance. So I'm eager for my husband to read this. He'll probably get to it before I do, and then I can pick his brain, see what his thoughts will be. And then the second title he picked up is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. And this for me, just based on the back, reminds me of And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie / Groundhog Day / The Fury by Alex Michaelides / Clue. Let me read to you the back. The rules of Blackheath. Evelyn Hardcastle will be murdered at 11 p.m. There are 8 days and 8 witnesses for you to inhabit. We will only let you escape once you tell us the name of the killer. Understood? Then let's begin. At a masquerade ball thrown by her parents at their English country house, Evelyn Hardcastle will die. She will die every day until Aidan Bishop can identify who murdered her and stop the killer. At the beginning of each day, Aidan wakes up at the Blackheath house in the body of a different guest of the gala he attended the night before. And some of those guests are more helpful than others. ... The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle is a breathlessly inventive Gothic mystery that follows one man's quest to find a killer within a mind-bending temporal loop where no one can be trusted and nothing is quite what it seems. Consider my interest very much piqued. Right now, I am ready for this pumped up pampering. My goal from now until the end of the year is to relish in that motto, pumped up pampering, because I deserve it. But those are my bookish updates. So many books, sometimes so little time, sometimes more time, but I will see you in a minute with my next Pampered project. Here is my Christmassy DOB of the day. I have this t-shirt with a dachshund on it that looks very much like my childhood dog Blue. R.I.P. I love you. And then for my pants, I have these festive PJ pants. I believe I got them at Marshall's or TJ Maxx last year with my sister. We all have the same pair. And then for my feet, at the moment, I'm wearing these Costco slippers. They are machine washable. Have not tried that out, but they're quite cozy. And for my drink,
Diet Dr. Kelp?
Water. I already had my coffee. And then you already know my book, 12 Dates of Christmas. And for lunch, the main dish I will be having is sambalela. It is a savory Middle Eastern inspired salad with chickpeas, tomatoes, and black beans. I picked this up at Trader Joe's because it looked quite nutritiously dense. I do like it. It has a bit of a kick to it, but I think that's the cayenne pepper. I enjoy it with some crackers. And then I'm also going to be making myself a little plate with some fruit, whatever I can find, and pop on a holiday movie. Always freaked me out. Like, could you imagine? One year for Halloween, I want my husband and I to dress up as Todd and Margot. That's been a goal for years, and I'm not giving up on it now.
This is a dream that I have had since lunch, and I am not giving up on it now.
Time for Pampered project number 1. Well, I guess the laundry was a Pampered project. Feels nice to have some clean laundry, folded, ready to go. Still need to be put away in due time. But now, I guess this is Pampered project number 2. I am going to be creating some bookmarks from objects that I have been saving this year from our trips. I have my laminator. I don't recall the last time I used it. Hopefully it still works. I think we'll be fine. And then I broke into my craft box and grabbed my thermal laminating pouches. Thankfully, I still have quite a few. And the items I will be laminating. Let me show you. These two items are from a box that I cut, which contained our mugs from Monaco and Nice. So these were the labels. These were our tickets when my husband and I went to view the Matterhorn. And this is actually not from a trip. This is from my sister. It's a cute card that I want to view more often. So these will be the items that I will laminate. Let's montage this. So glad I did this. Now I have preserved little mementos that serve a functional purpose as opposed to sitting in a box or a drawer. And I'm pleased to say that they can all successfully bookmark. I did leave a bit of an edge just in case, but nothing has peeled up or anything, so yay! Success! Tonight we're having our Christmas dinner, and for the most part, the kitchen is ready to go. I do need to unload the dishwasher, put the dishes that are in the sink in the dishwasher, and wipe the counters down. Dinner will be in T-minus 4-ish hours. I do have some chicken in the fridge that will hopefully be ready to go. We are making a roast chicken with all of our favorite festive sides. We have green beans, mac and cheese, my personal favorite, stuffing, my husband's personal favorite. What else? I think we're gonna make some homemade mashed potatoes, all the carbs, all the goodness. There'll be more, I'm not sure, but that's the gist. And then for dessert, I picked up cinnamon buns, or we shall have gingerbread sandwich cookies from Trader Joe's. These are also delicious. And then to wrap up this beautiful meal, we'll have hot chocolate. Should have put this on much sooner, but no better time than the present. My kitchen is officially cleaned and prepped for dinner tonight. Hopefully our chicken will be too, but between now and then, I'm going to have myself some R&R time, relax and read. But before I get settled in, I'm going to make myself a little bit of cream of wheat. Cream of wheat is so nostalgic for me. It reminds me so much of my grandmother. She would make it for me every time I stayed over at her house for breakfast, and I miss her, especially around this time of the year. So in honor of my grandmother, I'm going to make myself a little bit of cream of wheat, put a little bit of honey, a little bit of vanilla, maybe some raspberries, have myself a little cozy reading sesh. "36 pages down. This chapter is quite long. I'm about 20 or so pages away from the next chapter. Date 8, so I was on date 7. So far, so cute. It's about time to start dinner. I was getting very sleepy, did not fall asleep, kept going. And I will say this, my suspicions have been correct so far. I'm debating on whether or not tonight to continue reading or begin the newest seasons of Emily in Paris or Stranger Things. I've yet to watch either of those. I have options. They all sound equally enjoyable. With that being said, I do think at the rate at which I have been reading in this final month of 2025 that the 12 Dates of Christmas and The Gingerbread Bakery will probably be my final 2 reads of the year. Not mad about it. Quite vibey, quite cozy, but I do have a very strong inkling. This is the book we are using for tonight's dinner. The template for our roast chicken. We are making some adjustments, but I will overlay this in case you are interested. Now I'm going to cut to a transition of the dinner being done. Oven is preheating at the moment. There's going to be a lot of moving parts. Are you ready? Here we go. I hope you're ready. Hope you're excited.
For nothing.
Good job. Dinner is served. We have a massive festive plate, dessert in the wings. Jim Carrey, the Grinch, on the telly, ready to view. Let's eat. I'm jumping back in to the 12 Dates of Christmas. I'm now about halfway through. Will I finish it tonight? Probably not, but progress has been made, and that's what counts. We watched The Grinch tonight, and he said, what did he say? We did our worst, and that's what matters, or something like that. Any hoozles, I am jumping back in and ending today's video. This will be the last video, I believe, that I will post in 2025, at least long form. So I will be looking forward to hopefully seeing you all in 2026. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope each of you have a beautiful day, and I also hope that you have had a lovely, peaceful, and relaxing holiday season. As always, I hope to see you soonish.